This is where you're usually hitting the brakes and super slow and go. This time of the morning on a Thursday, look at that. Oh, you are starting to hit the brakes, but it is almost at the 110, so that is much better than it usually is. Northbound, a little slow coming away from that 110, but I can tell you that 101 ride becomes wonderful as you make your way through Hollywood, over the hill, into the valley. Sending it back to y'all in the studio. Good morning. There you go. I wonder if they flew it last night. Yeah. Pardon me? Chino Hills. Was a car fire that got into the brush. No, Chino Hills and Diamond Bar, that's our spot. My poor cat. Jones has got to deal with that blower that's been blowing the... Yeah, he hates it. Fritz could give a rat's, but all right, so sums up with my plant light because it looks like it goes off. Somehow the timer must be set. Hot spots. High Stake Summit. Is there something going on right here? Sticky, icky, icky. Hawks. Great Jeopardy. Great. Good morning, Gordon. Gordon Marshall. Lee. Good morning. Oh, so it was the truck. Wonder what that was all about. Yeah, somebody said that thing was going like 70 miles an hour. I don't know where he got that info, but yeah. Yes, we are. Aren't we? Oh, what? My phone? Yeah, my phone is connected to Starlink. Yeah, the live view is coming through Starlink. Yes, definitely, definitely. It's solid. Been solid so far. Sweet. So my dream is that they'll be able to hook the IFB up through this as well. And then, you know, yeah, then we don't have to do the FM radios anymore. Yeah, it'll be the live view IFB. I mean, you can't do it now because it's not hooked to anything. But I think that's the next portion is they're going to hook it to the audio panel in here. It would be. Well, yeah, and it would be solid, no static, none of that messing with, yeah. I have to do the stomp my feet and yell and scream and, oh, I think they gotta, you know, basically you were there for the conversation, so I just kind of heard what he said. He said that there's no spot for the input, and I'm like, dude, take away the tuner. We have 2 tuner audios in here that we never use, and I've tried to use it in the past, like in, you know, like when the IFB dropped, you know, but no, like, yeah, tuner 1 and tuner 2. I don't know if it's on your audio panel, but on mine it's like right under COM 1, COM 2. We never use those. We never use those inputs. Never. Right. Yeah, I guess. I'm sure there is an audio out on it. That's what I'm hoping for. I know that these panels, you got to go in there and it's software driven. So there's a port somewhere. But little fluffy. But yeah, then that way at least we'd have audio all the time. You know what I mean? It would be none. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Or when they do the next one, they'll do all of those things at once. You know? Do it all caps. What do you got? You got something? Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. It's an accidente minor. It's probably a big deal to these guys, but Yeah. Accidente poquito, right? That's right, right? I don't know. Poquito accidente? I don't know, man. Oh my goodness. No kidding, Wayne. That that's going to be the whole, you know, if they don't get this stuff taken care of, it's going to be either that's going to come into play. That's for sure. Trust me. But then again, I don't know. I mean, maybe he doesn't. I'm sure he does, but maybe he doesn't. Who knows? Oh, work, 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 work. Thank you, Carla. Thanks for putting me in. Thanks for trusting me with responsibility. Hopefully we all won't be sorry. Positive energy. What do you want to do? Let's do the 5. We'll do the 5 Norwalk. You want me to do the whole hit with a East Coast accent? Why not? What are we looking at here? Well, we got the 5 freeway. Freeway Norwalk, making your way over to the 605. Oh my goodness, that 605 divide is where you're going to start that slow northbound ride. Dylan, don't you go around trying to do an West Coast accent on your own all the time? You didn't have me fooled at all. I knew it was you the whole time. This is the 5 freeway Norwalk. 5 freeway Norwalk. Duh. I'm told I do a really good German one, which is really funny to me because I know that I'm doing it, but I don't really hear it. It's the weirdest thing. Huh? Yeah, that's probably it. Look at all these crazy skid marks. What the heck was going on down there? Those are lanes, dummy. Those are lanes. Yeah, when they were building the freeway. Why is Bobby so quiet all of a sudden? Oh, Bobby's talking about the crash. What's PMA mean? I know what TMI is, but what's PMA? I want some Southern Thai. Thai town. There's no way these guys are going 90 miles an hour. That's more like it. 55. That's the reason why I didn't know what it was. Positive mental attitude. I'm right there with you, Jen. South Jersey coast. We can start a club. 5 freeway, Norwalk, toss the brake. Right, no sponsored. Don't comment on Bobby and spicy foods. Stay on target. Stay on target. I did best of LA. And that, Your Honor, is how that all started. And there goes the IFB. Thank you. I think it was in here. Hey, Maria, good morning. Yeah, you know what? It's one of those ones, honestly. It's kind of difficult to describe a lot of that freeway. We're taking a look at Norwalk. That's the 5 drive. Look at all that freeway and not all those lanes. Look at it. There's just so much more freeway. Maybe we should draw some more lanes down there. I don't know how to make that happen. But I can tell you right now, the headlights are going to be northbound on that 5, making your way through the Norwalk area over to the 605. For some reason, that 605 divide right there is where you start hitting the brakes and you start that slow and go as you're making your way northbound into the LA areas, Commerce and etc. Northbound, a little slow and go this morning. Southbound, we just flew that 5 from the Commerce area all the way down here. It actually looks like a pretty great drive till you start getting farther south on that 5. Then you start hitting those brakes, get a little bit of slowing there as well. That's what's going on the 5 this morning. Hopefully it's going to help your drive to get you where you need to be. We're going to go to a break, but we're going to have some more Good Day LA in just a few moments. Pardon me? Okay. The new one. Okay. No. No. I don't think I've ever seen that movie. I actually am, well, now that I'm working on Saturday, maybe not, but I wanted to watch, and I know what anybody's going to say that's in the movies, is I really wanted to sit down and watch LA Confidential. I think I've seen it before, but I just, for some reason lately, I'm like, I just want to sit down and watch it. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not going to do it at work. I like to, when I watch television, I want to, like, watch television. I have a feeling Saturday's going to be busy for some reason. Oh, maybe it'll go by quickly. Philadelphia. Philly. Wow, somebody actually was like, you really should do that that accent for the whole traffic hit. I think that would just upset a lot of people. Heavy New Yorker. Look at all these cars down there. Where are they going? Oh, there it goes again. I think it's this ship. Yeah, it's the input because I just switched it over to FM3 and it's not making that noise on FM3. Seems to have a dirty pot somewhere or some kind of bad connection. Dirty pot. Dirty pot. Maybe that's what it is. Oh, look at all the tools. Oh, I don't know. But the red one could be Milwaukee. The yellow, the yellow is, oh yeah, green. That green one is Ryobi. The yellow one should be DeWalt. Makita. Good dogs, Kita. And somebody's going to say, yeah, good eating. No, they're not. That's terrible. To me, that just, I can't even fathom it. I was watching that James May thing that you left on television the other day. Yeah, in Japan, and they went after they were doing the octopus, and I just couldn't. I mean, and I'll be honest with you, I've eaten octopus. I like. Yes, sir. Oh my God, the work. How about the 91? We'll be somewhere on the 91. But yeah, I've had octopus. I like the taste, but I'm never going to eat it again. Same thing. Calamari's squid, but it's still, for some reason I can't. And I'm not telling other people not to. It's just me. It's just my thing. Hey! Sorry about that. We were having our own conversation up here talking about calamari and octopus. We'll fill in the blanks later on. Skybox Traffic is brought to us by our good friends over at My Home Sold. Take a look at that 91. Take a look at that. It's moving along pretty well, making our way into the Garden Grove area. And it is actually moving really well. Now, if it's east or westbound that you're driving this morning, coming away from the 5, that's where we're looking at right there. We got a piece of that 5 in the shot for you. That ride looking really good. Now, if past the 57, if you're headed out towards the east, that ride's staying good out into the Corona area. If you're coming the other way, you got a little Corona crawl before you start moving along pretty well past the 57. Let's take a look at some traffic hotspots. Caught us off guard. .com. My issue is, you know, and you know, you can turn it around and you can say cows are also sentient-ish, you know what I mean? And any animal is. Pigs are supposedly really smart too, and dog-like, but I don't know. It's something about the octopus, and I don't know. It's cultural, I guess. Maybe it's my spirit. No, according to the internet, my spirit animal is either a hummingbird or a bumblebee. And and it's funny because I've taken more than one of those little lame tests that I think are just randomly generated, and it's always the same thing. And I also think it's funny because I work in a helicopter. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, it's like, would I eat monkey? No, I wouldn't eat a monkey. Would I eat a cat? No, I wouldn't eat a cat. Have I? Who knows? You know? It's just, you know, it's just what you accept and what you don't. And like you know, people on the net are like, oh man, you're missing out. No, I've tasted it. I know what it tastes like. Mustard Mama, I would venture to say your spirit animal is going to be some sort of determined big cat. Tiger, lion, jaguar. Hey, Freddie, are you out there? And now I have no IFB. And now I have IFB. Freddie, I don't know. Freddie? Freddie's not answering. Next time he yells at me for something, I'll ask. I think that was Freddie in the background. Freddie, was that you? Yeah, Freddie. Do you have some time for a little nonsense? Some people in the chat are asking, hang on, spirit animal. Ask Freddie if he got Gary and my message about his own live segment. Okay. For you? Like at the desk? Like the CBS at the desk? Oh, okay. Cool. Freddie, what? Nobody's going to hate on you. Oh, you guys get to ride with us. I thought you'd stay there. Oh, 91. We're back on the 91. Now we're in Anaheim. Anaheim 91. Anaheim 91 because we promised it for CBS at 32, which is now. '91 Anaheim. They love you, Freddie. That's what I'm getting on the chat. Let's kind of park here so we can turn around and go back the other way. Hey, Maria, good morning. You know what? I'm going to take something back. Let's revise. You know, I'm not even going to take it back. I'm just going to call it a revision. Now, we flew that 91. Now we're over by Anaheim Hills. Now, the cars that are going away from us, or the tail lights that would be, the eastbound lanes, I said it was a little slow and go out here. It is not. It is actually moving along very, very well. Don't believe what you see on the internet. You got to put your eyes on it to make it real. I'm telling you right there, this is past the 57, and it's going to be east and westbound through Anaheim Hills and Anaheim. That 91 looking fantastic. Just like everybody else at GDLA, sending it back to y'all in the studio. Freddie, if you give me that address in Montebello, we'll go take a peek at it for Gigi if she needs something. $125 5th Street. 1, 2, 3 South 5th Street. There it is. Cha-chang! We don't have to go direct, but if we can kind of sort of make our way there. Yeah, following the 60. Or the 57 out to, yeah, 57 out to the 60 and go back over to Montebello. What? Oh my God, that's horrible. Are you sure there's a bunch of raids going on in downtown? Should we be going to downtown? Should I be letting Freddie know about this? Because I had a feeling that was south, that wasn't here. That was someplace else. Yes, I have to go to Burgess if I'm in Montebello. You know that. It's a Venus flytrap. Yep. I was talking to them about that the other day, about the cows that they used to have on premises and now they don't anymore, but it's still their cows. Okay. All right, we'll do another hit and then we'll head pretty much direct to that. Maybe that's what they were trying to tell me about. I thought that was on the East Coast for some reason. Tesla, of course, always causing problems. Well, they were there last night. All right, so I want to help Gigi out. I really do, especially because Tony's not our cameraman anymore. But let's fly the 57 to the next time we do a hit, and then let's go as direct as we can to 6th and Main in downtown. Why is this thing giving me so much problems? Because it's not your ship, Stu. There it is. I don't know. I would think it's OC. I mean, just like knee jerk, I would say OC, but maybe not. Right. You can kick up the speed a little bit. I want to get to this thing because we had internet info and I for some reason glazed over it. And now I'm feeling dumber than usual. Yes, they're waiting. They're like, is Skyfox here yet? We got to bust this door down. Yeah, new teeth. It's like, oh my God, let me just double down on the stupidity. Oh my goodness. Heaven forbid he has gets a good night's sleep. Right. I wonder what he's going to say. I want to hear what he says. And CBS, I can't say that. Some other station basically did a hit ad. It doesn't surprise me on Pratt. It did a hit piece. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I just saw something on the net about it. They did their miracle editing and made him look really bad. Shocking. Of course. She's got this. I know. Yep. That guy is the devil. And I don't understand how people can, especially, hey Carla, this is going to be the 60 freeway, Hacienda Heights, and I know it's sponsored. And if I could have the IFB back, please. Skybox TOC, it's back, it's back, it's back, it's back. 60 freeway, Hacienda Heights. 60 freeway. Morgan and Morgan. Morgan and Morgan. Hey, Maria, good morning. This traffic report brought to us by Morgan & Morgan. Take a look at that 60 drive, my favorite place, Hacienda Heights. Now, if you're moving eastbound or westbound on that 60, you are topping out at freeway speeds, but it is still freeway speed, so it's moving along pretty well. The section we're talking about right now is between the 605 and the 57. Also looks like you've got some enforcement going on out there, especially on those eastbound lanes. Keep an eye out for that. Don't speed. Keep an eye on. Do everything legally this morning, and every morning for that matter. And if you're headed westbound, yes, there is a little bit of slowing as you make your way over to the 605. It does open up as you pass it. Let's take a look at some traffic hotspots. Well, let's be clear. MacArthur Park is better, but better is still not, good. Yeah, it's still bad out there. And yeah, I've driven by there a couple times now, and I'm gonna keep going by there. Hopefully, we'll start seeing things get a little more civil, but as it stands right now, it's still a spot where I can almost guarantee anybody that's listening to me right now probably would not park their car and go walk around. I'm just telling you, it's the truth. I need dental work. Maybe if I just live on the streets for a little bit, I can get some free dental work. Because I can't afford that $6,000 or $7,000 to fix my teeth, so I'm guessing yeah, just get Wayne, and I'll go get a BBL while I'm down there too. Why not? Maybe a little facelift action. No, I can guarantee you that. The television that I grew up with, never going to be the same. Step by step and day by day. That's the way we make it work. That's a theme on a show which I can't even say the name on, even on the internet, without worrying about getting in trouble. But it's Kevin Can Go F Himself, and I'm watching it, and it is very dark, bizarre, and twisted. and it's great when I'm just crashed out on the couch to have on the background. And I've been binging it, but it seems like these episodes are really, really long, but it is definitely interesting. Very interesting. Uh-oh, I think we got it. We're coming up again. It's okay if we stay on the 60. What was that, Melissa? 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Well, yeah, 4 to 5 minutes. Not 45, 4 to 5. We're traveling at 137 miles an hour. It doesn't make any difference. Just keep flying the freeways. Pick up the 10 though until we do the traffic, and then we'll go north. If it's okay, if it works. Come together. On the wall, 12 cans of beer. If one of them falls, don't open it up right away because it'll spray all over the place. Believe me, I know. Trust me, I know. Ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-dum, ba-dum. All right, I guess we have to stop here. It is going to be the 10 in downtown Los Angeles. Downtown. We got live trucks over there. Yep, that's where we're going. I love downtown LA and Hotel Cecil, even though it's creepy as all get out. All right, back to work, everybody. Hey, good morning, Maria. Good morning, everybody. Doing a little Google Earth look at 10 Freeway, and it's going to be in the downtown Los Angeles area. Let's make it real. Come on, everybody. Here we go. That on the right side of the screen, that is going to be your westbound drive. Now, it does look really good here, but it is very slow and go as you come away from that East LA interchange as you drive south of Los Angeles downtown. And as you pass that 110, take a look at that. It does open up, moving along, but don't be fooled. We all know the drill. By the time you hit going to be hit Crenshaw, you're definitely going to be on the brakes, very slow and go as you make your way over to the 405 eastbound. 405 to the 110, you're going to be doing freeway speeds most of the way till you get to just about the 110. Then you're going to see a little bit of slowing. That does continue. You saw it just a moment ago as you pass that 110 freeway for those eastbound lanes. Sending it back to you all in the studio. Good morning. Thank you. Carla, have a good day. I know this part of town. All right, assignment desk. What's the official? Do we have an official? Or is it just going to be police activity? We don't know. Scary stuff. Right by Kohl's. Sheriffs. I'm being serious. You can see it. Sheriffs and everything else is unmarked. And you know, when I say everything else, all the other cars are unmarked. They're probably sheriffs. Carla, you have a fantastic day. Talk to you tomorrow. Friday, big day. See you tomorrow. Melissa, they all look very sheriffy. Very sheriffy. I'll give you the address of that building they're standing in front of right now. They're on Main. Oh, God, Desmond, in your tiny font. What is that, 550? Yeah, I'm sure they have no idea. Come on, they know exactly what they're doing. They're just not saying. I believe this is going to be 550. 550 Main. It's a huge... Yeah, there's a couple standing out front. Not allowed. It looked like they're not allowing people into the building, and it's all center hallway, so I can't see anything going on in the building. Dylan, let's pull the brakes this time around. Let me see if I can get an address off the front of this building. Bill, you're so serious. What is wrong? What did I do? We can do traffic or we can do this in downtown. What would you like? This, I believe, we're going to be calling it sheriff's activity, but I believe it's some sort of raid. That's all I can say. They do have the road closed. Main Street is closed. Well, it's a one-way between 6th and 7th. They seem to be targeting this building. Well, yeah. We don't have anything official. I believe it has something to do with drugs, but I cannot confirm that. Okie dokie. Assignment desk, we're going to go do traffic and then come back to this. Is that okay? Just let everybody know. Yeah, 110 is fine. Well, there you go. In the helicopter. 110 freeway, South Los Angeles. 110 South LA. 110 South LA. Wah, Sarah. Huh? Got me. Got Bill all serious and Sarah being Sarah. I love it. Right, if you can't have fun, then what's the point? Bye-bye. Hey, good morning, Maria. Yeah, this is going to be the 110 through South Los Angeles. May Gray, check, confirmed, and understood. It is definitely out here. Is it affecting the drive? Probably not, but I can tell you that that drive on that 110, it's going to be an LA day for sure. Between the 105 and the 10, north or southbound, give yourself plenty of extra time. Very high volume, very slow go. Now, as you're going southbound, that mystery miracle of that 105, after you hit that, it actually opens up, and through the Harbor Gateway, that southbound 110 looking really good. Northbound, I wish I could say the same, but as you pass that 10 freeway, it gets a little better, not so much. But if you're going all the way up to the Arroyo, once you pass the 5, yeah, that drive starting to look really good. Sending it back to y'all in the studio. Good morning. Copy all. Going in. Is that where we're going? I'm not sure that's a fire. All right, let's go. Yeah, I see the black. I don't know. We're going to find out. I think it's a diesel engine just starting. Plan. This is terrible. You know what? Since we're over here, maybe we should go check out, still try to go fly Gigi's scene. Bill? I'm thinking it's not a fire, but we're going to take a peek at it anyway, and then we're going to go swing by Gigi's scene for some aerial support for Gigi, and then hit the 60, probably. But things can change in a heartbeat, much like life. Bum 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 do 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 do. Why must I be like that? Why must I chase the smoke? Lots and lots of smoke. That's horrible. Montebello. All right, I'm going to go with maybe. I've changed my, that's industrial to maybe this was a fire. Yeah, but it looks like it might have been a truck fire. I think you are correct. I think this is a truck in an industrial area that has caught fire. And they have put it out. All right, I'm taking that back as well. Vegetation, maybe? Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-da-dum, boom, boom, boom. Strategically ambiguous. That's me. It's a wall fire. The wall caught fire. I hate it when walls catch fire. Multiple vehicle fire. China. Parked fire, parked car fire. All right, let's go check out Montebello, please. China. Why must I be like that? Why must I? Why, thank you for all of that. That was all of that was Dylan. That was not me. People are like, hey, great find, blah, 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 you know, good on you. They didn't write good on you. I made that part up. But they were complimenting the find, and I said, that's all Dylan. That wasn't me. I was like, don't even go. Right? The back house. Man, that's brutal. That was a fire. Yes, dude, that's the reason why everybody's here. No, I'm talking about this was messed up. This looks like, well, there's no alley. Yeah. Skyvox Simon Test, just letting you know we are here, you are there, but this is the Montebello fire aftermath. That's another reason, you know, like these tight quarters and all this crazy ADU stuff. I mean, I'm all about it to a point, but are we after Doug? I hope we're not after Doug, because if we're after Doug, we're screwed. Because I got nothing. Where's there a freeway? Let's go. Yes, please. Anything. Let's go. But I think we're... Yeah, we're in the next one for sure. Okay, thank goodness. You don't have to haul, but I like it anyway. Well, that's nice to know. I love that little bit of trivia. Don't think I can use it on air, but I like to know that. The Mongols started in Montebello. What do you think, eastbound, or you just want to park here? I don't know. I mean, we can move back to the east. Did we do the 605 this morning? I don't even think we did the 605, because we were over there and they rushed us into downtown. We rushed to downtown. Pardon me? Yeah, whatever. Just, I don't think we've done a 710 this morning, did we? Yeah. We did 60. We did a lot of 60 and we did a lot of 91 actually. All right. Where's everybody else at? Everybody's left. What? Eight, 9 minutes. Okay. That's like an eternity. No napping. Napping not allowed. In 10 minutes, we could be in Long Beach. All right, so you're hitting the brakes from the 60, southbound 710, slow past the 5, into the bells. Whoa, that was really loud. What was that? Another fire in Montebello. I don't actually. We'll head back that way. Head back towards Montebello. I mean, Montebello is everything out the window. But stay near the 60, please. Everything you see belongs to you, Simba. This is Montebello. Do you see another smoke column somewhere? Right, so that's Gigi's story. Get on my level. Maybe it was another dispatch for a fire, because I don't see any fire. Fire! Doot, doot, doot. All right, that's all Monterey Park, so Montebello is on this side. I don't see anything in Montebello. Fire. Requested mutual aid. What is this? Montebello's is structure fire. LA East 50s requested for mutual aid. Is there anything close to Montebello that's like county, perhaps? I'm trying to decipher. There. Let's get back over to the 60, please. You're making me nervous. I'm so nervous. 12 o'clock. That's industrial. You know, Stu, you could use the scanner. Could I? You'd think I could, but I don't know if I could. Well, we're starting that again. Switch radios. Oh, hang on. I got it. Where is it? Out the window. This way. Yeah, I don't think that's a, yeah, it's not a structure fire. I think that's an assisted living too. Don't worry about it. I mean, it's sad, but. And I don't think that's a fire where they're calling for assistance. Quack, quack. What do we have to have orange on for? I have orange. Is that a thing? Ah, no. Is it that time? What do they do in here with the television? It is. It's your home sold. Thank you. Don't touch my house. Wow, so no, not over Anaheim, but I am wearing orange, oddly enough, today, and I am glad that I'm joining so soon. This Skybox Traffic is brought to us by our good friends over at My home sold. Let's take a look at that drive. Ooh, what is going on right there? We made our way back over to the Montebello area. That's going to be the 60 freeway at the 710. Now that 60, that's moving really well, east and westbound. We were over that 710 earlier looking at that southbound ride. Very slow and go this morning, and it seems like it stays like that well past the 5 and into like the bells and beyond. So if that southbound 710 is your ride, definitely give yourself extra time. That northbound, it is a little slow and go, but once you pass that 5 on that northbound 710, that's looking fantastic. Hot spots, we got them. We're going to share them with you right now. What happened? I want to know what happened. Oh. Ching. No. I'm giving you the Cliff Notes. When I was a kid, I had a friend of mine, standing on my pegs on the back of the bike, holding my shoulders, and I couldn't see the cars. And I said, "Tell me when I can go." And she said, "Go." And and I turned out, and she jumped off the bike and threw me into traffic. I got hit by a car. And after it was all said and done, she was like laughing, and she's like, "You didn't let me finish. I was going to say, go now after this car." She's a dispatcher now for CHP up into Tehachapi. Well, she didn't get into television, so there's that. Go. 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 After this car. What? What? Sorry. Oh, this one? I'm just... The whole thing is like, and it's like, yeah, what is true, what's not true? But I can tell you what's true, California tax 1134. No, I don't. And I lost all that sensation. All of it, gone. Like, I'll go fast over like a dip, and people in the car will be like, "Oh, my stomach, oh." And I'm just like, what? Huh? What are you talking about? Now, somebody asked if I still get that roller coaster feeling flying around. I'm like, no. 7:31. Wow, that's some planning right there. Oh my goodness. Do you know where you're going to be, Freddie, at 7:31? Anxiously waiting. I know that feeling. Let's say 10 freeway mid-city. 10 freeway mid-city. All right, Dylan, I promise 10 freeway mid-city. Gabriel. Am I supposed to be wearing orange? I don't understand. I wanted to watch the off-air, but This helicopter seems to have a hatred towards Channel 11. Not 7:30. Okay. Those other people want to have a traffic hit at 31, so we'll give them something, and we'll figure out what we're doing later. Well, maybe it's orangey. This is orange, isn't it? It's orange. My shirt. It's orange. I'd almost go burnt orange. I mean, it's not Caltrans orange. Oh, look, an ad. This is what I get for getting on a solid internet. Now I get to watch ads. Yeah, I'm on a Starlink. Giants are in town. The Giants. Aww. The beauty of the World Cup. When is that starting? Isn't that supposed to be going on now? What? My God, we've been talking about this like since January, haven't we? My gosh. You approve this message? I approve this message. Pants down in his car. In Holland. I want to know about Holland. What's Holland like right now? Pardon me? Tall people in Holland? Oh wow, that's loud. Of a bear? Oh. Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. Up traffic. Imagine that. I think Kalina has taken us and dismissed us. We have been dismissed. Dismissed. Sure. Yeah, why not? Hey, we're Skylink today. We don't even have to worry about mountaintops. Yeah. I saw the Air 7 promo, right? And I was going to write on there, but then I was like, you know, I can be playful, but things, when it's just words, it can get a little ugly. But I was like, it was showing like these lines coming off, like, you know, it's supposedly like the internet. But I was like, are those stink lines? You know, like when you do the cartoons and you have like stink. I was like, are those stink lines? You know the drill. You know the drill. You know the drill. I love the players. I don't like the game. How about that? How about that? How about that? That's probably the best way to say it. Right. Right. Got nothing but love for all the players. Doo doo doo. Dun dun dun. What's up with the IFB? Did they just turn it on to turn it off? Oh, it's back. Oh, I knew right away. I'm sorry you were training somebody. I knew right away, but I was like, we don't have a hit coming up or anything, and let's just enjoy the silence. Who's going on vacation that you got to train somebody new? Oh, just broadening their horizons. Oh, dude, are you gonna take maternity leave? Whew! My God. Before? Sponsor traffic, how far out? 2 minutes, copy all. 5, Glendale. Yes. Traffic. Oh. Bum, bum, bum. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, good morning. You know, I'm still stuck on the Lincoln Lawyer. Anything from Michael Conley is gold. And he's got a new book coming out, Ironwood. And if I'm wrong about that, please don't be too angry at me, but I think it's Ironwood, and it comes out like in a couple of days. And if you know, you know, and if you don't, you got to find out. That's much like traffic. This traffic report brought to us by Jacoby and Myers Injury Lawyers. Take a look at that 5 drive on the left side of your screen. That is going to be the southbound 5. It is a tough ride today, coming away from the 134. What I'm showing you right there, basically going to be that same ride all the way down to the 110 and a little bit beyond. Definitely give yourself a little extra time. If you're headed the other direction, northbound from the 110, you can see it right there, a little sparser, but you're never hitting those freeway speeds, so it's going to be a tough ride on that 5, the backside through the Glendale area. Let's take a look at some traffic hot spots. To the valley. Oh my. Well, now it's a good morning. What did they do to the elephant enclosure? Where do we go now? Meow, 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 meow. What's going on in there? Yep, it's right here. It looks disheveled. Yeah, they're using it for storage. My sweet honey babe, I'm not going to be able to meet up tonight. Ah! Okay. El Pollo Loco. Hey! I know, well, I've been hyping this stuff for more than a year. I'm glad we finally got this far. Now they just need to wire in the IFB through this. So it's no more of this FM stuff. And everybody will be happy. That day will come. Excellent. Yes, please. Chat, catch up. Live view slate. It's like when it goes like it loses signal and it'll go to like bars. I'm always right here. Yeah, it is nice having real, well, we've always had real internet, but it's nice when it's actually working. Pardon me? It's just normal. You know what I mean? It's like the YouTube. I mean, it's been solid the whole time. Totally, like the chats don't lock up. You know, it's really, really good. Maybe he got in trouble. Don't get him in trouble. I'm talking about Marcel. need to change it to Stew Stink. I don't know. I hope he didn't, Wayne. I'm just saying. Whoever this guy is, I love him. Definitely does. We just don't know. You just don't know. Pardon me? Yes, me too. That's very polite, but I don't think that's the reason at all. And I think a lot of people don't see it like that either. Bass, she basically dropped out of the of one of the debates, one of the big debates. Right. That's and he said, this guy said it was because she's the front runner and she doesn't need to be there. And I'm like, no, that's polite. I think, and I think it's more what you're saying. It's like, she did a crappy job last time, and it's just going to make it worse. Yeah. And the only thing I got to say about that is, again, I default to honesty. If it wins me votes, if it doesn't, it's like honesty is the best policy. And if he's staying there or had stayed there, he should have just been, yeah, I have. But that's not my house. I don't live there, you know? Right. Right. And he should bring all that up. Okay. Yeah, now that he wants to become mayor. Right. Right. but he couldn't get power to the Airstream. So so he went to a hotel because he's getting death threats, and the people that are his people, now that he's running for mayor, said, hey, we need to put you in a spot. And you can turn it around on that too. It's like you can say like, well, an Airstream, why don't you get a Winnebago? You know what I mean? Because an Airstream, that's money, right? But that's the thing. It's like, how is that? Nobody's saying having money is bad. You know what I'm saying? But it's like if you come off that like, oh, we're just struggling people just like you in Los Angeles, and you're going home to a $3 million house. You know what? Yeah, you are like some people in Los Angeles, but you're not like me. You know what I mean? And how are you making that happen? Because I know what you're, just go on the internet. I know what you're making. How are you making that? Like, if I was living in a $3 million house, people would be like, hey, how'd you make that happen? Did you inherit that? Are you a trust fund kid? I mean, Right. Exactly. I live in an apartment in downtown. Is it a nice apartment? I think it's okay. I've lived in nicer, but this one I actually own. That's anyway. Right. 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 And then I know this is for some reason a very, very hot button topic for a lot of people, because even I, friend, doing the air quotes, but a real friend, like sent me a bunch of these links that are anti-Pratt, that he's just not a nice guy, and that he's a reality star, and because other people, right, but it was, these people went to high school with him, and he has a temper, and I'm just like, you know what? For me, the bottom line, it doesn't even make a difference. It's like, he's a human being, but he's not a socialist, and that's what the big difference is for me. Right. Right. Yeah. And you can say, well, Katie Porter has a temper too. Oddly enough, and no, I'm not backpedaling or anything like that. It's like I kind of started looking into her stuff, and maybe she's not that likable, but I don't think she would be that bad. You know what I mean? But then I think, but then she said those things like how can I word it? She was pandering at one of the debates, but for some reason I felt like she's just saying what everybody wants to hear, but I don't think she's going to do that. But anyway, I'm 100% Pratt. Everybody knows it. Right. What is that? Top of the 8? Yes, sir. We are ready for top of the 8. Oh, this is going to be the beautiful 405 freeway in Van Nuys. 2 words. Van, like the thing you're not supposed to get into, and Nuys. I have no idea what that means. It's what? It's from Thailand. Larry Van Nuys. I think he made that name up. Of course I do. Come on. Look how old I am. Dutch. Hang on. I'm reading some of these comments, but that's kind of what, and I mean it. It's like, I don't think, I mean, personality definitely plays into it. There's no doubt about it. But you can't just judge a person on their personality when it comes to their job. You know, if you're the best politician and you make these great, you know, deals, and you're, you know, and you're all about, you know, the best for, you know, for the people, but let's say you're just not a nice person, how does that affect that? Don't, you know, well, in this case, I'm not talking about Katie or Spencer. I'm just talking about in general. You know, it's like if you make the best widgets and we need widgets, I don't care who you are. You know, I'm probably going to buy your widgets unless you're like, you know, I mean, there's there are cutoffs, but in reality, I just never understood that mentality. Right. I'm voting for him because he drives a Chevy and I like Chevrolet. You know, no, I don't. Right. Right. And that Javier Viceres, the stuff that I hear about him, I mean, it again, it's one of those ones. It's like, look at the actions, not at the words. Right? Well, he's the one that, you know, he lost all those kids when they did that open door stuff. You know, and then when he was deporting people, he was the one that was really apparently really doing the cages. You know, and it's just like everything he says is the opposite of his actions. Yeah. I mean, you got to watch Galaxy Quest. And there's a line in there. It's like, yes, we're learning about this, where you say one thing and do another. I'm ready for my script. Oh, there's Marcel. See, you guys happy now? You happy? You happy? Yeah. We got time. Oh my gosh, where did Helenette go? It's gone. Oh, there it is. Is that him? Is that Marcel? It looks Marcel-ish. That's Marcel. I know that's Marcel. I know that gate. Yep. There you go. Oh, the mechanics. I remember those guys. No, I have no idea who those guys are. All right, I got to go to work. We got two of them. Copy all, not sponsored. And good morning, Lisa. We're going to do the 101 for sponsored? Okay. Yep. No, he's not on the chat. He's gathering news. Very serious. Hey, good morning, Maria. Good morning, everybody. I totally agree. That was a big conversation starter, that last interview in the last hour, and it definitely continuing up here in Skybox. Also, traffic. Let's do some of that, right? Let's do the job. The job is the 405 today. Is it slow and go? Yes, it is. We all kind of knew that, but where are we hitting the brakes today as you're getting away from the 118 on that southbound 405? Well, it is actually going to be right around, let's read it together. I knew it was Sherman Way. Right around Sherman Way. The ride actually is pretty smooth till you get to Sherman Way. That's where the real slow and go starts. Going to stay that way all the way over to the Sunset off-ramp on that southbound 405. After that, rumor has it, it is going to open up and move well. If northbound's your ride, I always got to throw it in there. Look at that, wide open, moving well. It's going to be a great ride on that northbound 405. Southbound, give yourself a little extra time. Good morning, everybody in the studio. That would be Bob and Jen. Copy. We'll be back. 101 at Bill's house. Next stop. Pardon me? Probably was like a propane tank or a tire in the backyard. That definitely looks like it was it looks like, yeah, I was going to say, it looks like an outside fire that got into the inside of the those buildings. Oh, maybe maybe it was something else. Like maybe they were doing something outside. He's talking about people actually on fire, which is crazy. Stop, drop, and roll. Quickly. Yeah, that could be. Oh my gosh, it's horrible. Oh, what's going on here today? I don't know who these guys are, but yeah, they are. Yes. Uh-oh, did we lose the IP? No, we did. Oh, you're just quiet. Yeah, I don't know who these people are. We're not going to put them on television. We can go past them. We can go more out to the west. I mean, do I agree with that message? Most definitely. Yes, it is. But we're gonna go away though. We're not. Anywhere. What do we got on this side? Probably the same thing, right? Oh, see? Yeah, right. Sure thing. I'm on it. See this one? I don't agree with at all. At least it's a solid message. Dangerously. Cybertruck. I feel like yesterday all over again. Same one? No, the other one wasn't white. This is a white one. Nobody likes that. I don't know. I'm pretty good at slacking. Uh-oh. Skyvox, TOC, we lost that. And it's back. Because I have a feeling we're coming up pretty quick. Porsche. Somebody sold their GT3 in my apartment building. That's a good looking car right there, the Mercedes. Old Caddy, look at that, I like that too. Big pimpin'. That guy really likes his Tesla. My home's 45, Capio. Frogs. We are looking at the 101 in the beautiful Encino. Yes. Hey, good morning, everybody. everybody. This Skyvox traffic Barando is by my home sold. Taking a look at that 101 drive. Look at all these good-looking cars down there. We must be in Encino, totally for sure. Now, what we're showing you right there is going to be the southbound 101 coming away from the West Valley over to that 405. Is it a tough drive? Yeah, it is. It is definitely moving. We've seen it worse, but we've seen it much better. Give yourself extra time on that southbound 101 through the valley. If you're headed northbound away from the 405, that ride just looking just a touch better. You might be topping out at freeway speeds. Either way you play it on that 101, extra time is what you're going to need. Let's take a look at some traffic hotspots. Melissa, is it something close by or is it something far away? The fire in Montebello? We went there. We shot it. Well, the aftermath. Oh, something else? All right. Well, I'll call you when we're on the ground. Pardon me? I don't know. They like to keep us happy and make the day go by fast. Get us happy, make us enjoy the day even more. I'm enjoying it. Huh? Food always tastes better when it's free. Oddly enough, I don't subscribe to that. I don't subscribe to that. Because nothing's really free. That's the other side of it. Somebody's paying for it. It's coming out of somebody's pocket. Back to life, back to reality. Oh, look at that sexy car. Do I have auto envy? Maybe a little bit. Someday I'll own an old AMG. That'll be better than the M5. Is there anything better than an M5? Well, I'm going to try. And I think that's when the M5 was still the M5. You know? Big V8. Quiet, comfortable. All right. Skyvox on the ground. Beautiful Van Nuys. Gonna knock it down.